Right, I'm going to start up video number 3, and I don't know why I do some selfie commentary on some and some I don't. So again, we're going to start here on the North Cedar Trail, headed to 2nd, and this route is going to be for going into downtown. And by downtown, I mean riding along Main Street. For this route, I really do suggest we direct riders to cross 2nd. And similar to the conversation on 17th, it would be nice to see a little better marking on this. But the connection between the trailhead here and trail crossing and Washington has a nice multi-use path. So I would suggest for those who are going to turn left on Washington, this actually becomes a real benefit. So, I would recommend though that riders use the road as opposed to that sidewalk through here. And to that end, the ramp coming off at Washington is a little bit less than ideal for bike traffic, especially two-way use. I'd like to see some improved signage along here if we're going to use this route. Again, just simply identifying it both for people on bike to understand where they're going, and highlights people driving that there's going to be bike traffic on this route and they need to yield space. Generally, this section of Washington is super quiet. I don't see a lot of traffic when I ride it. As we enter this main stretch of Main Street here, starting at 5th, would be definitely beneficial to improve our markings if we're going to make this a bike route, not so much as you know, a bike lane or dedicated bike lane, because that would be, there's not enough space to obviously host that and have parking and road traffic. So it'd have to be more of a shared lane situation, very similar to the situation you'd see on Bryant in Minneapolis and Uptown. And I guess the message that might need to be conveyed most importantly for the shared use through here is, I know MnDOT changed its rules on crossing a double yellow line for passing things like bicycles and other slow-moving vehicles, that it is allowable when traffic permits. It'd probably be helpful to have some sort of I don't know how you communicate that on a main street, but that would be the kind of thing we need to make a little less challenging for people driving when the bike traffic's here. idea for downtown that would definitely along Main Street help with traffic calming, make it safer for all users, is to drop the speed limit to 25, which I don't think anybody ever goes faster than that anyway. One of the interesting challenges to me using Main Street is the bump outs for the crosswalks, which I love when I'm walking, but get a little frustrated with when I'm biking. Not sure what the answer to that is, but it does force you to move your bike over to the traffic lane even when the parking lane is completely clear. So one of the ideas in my mind is that crossing 17th at stoplight gives us a benefit. We get up to the Dairy Queen and cut north on 18th to get onto the trail. So I see some benefits to that. A, because Dairy Queen is going to be a popular destination, great stop along the route, and we avoid having to cross 17th without the light. One other footnote as I'm riding up 18th is I know Jan has talked about staff have plans for 17th to have some bike infrastructure in a couple years, so perhaps what we do along 18th can be more temporary and 17th becomes the main thoroughfare once the new infrastructure is available. With this connection, the apron here might be undersized depending on the traffic, but here we are on the Lake Minnetonka Trail again.